friends, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are safe and healthy and you have seen my previous videos. You are on my channel and the name of my channel is The Mystery of Life. Here we are trying to understand the mystery behind life, and as you will move further, we'll understand what are the mysteries in life and what is actually I am talking about. And as I also study before making my videos, actually I'm reading it again and again through different resources. So as I move and go deeper and deeper, I myself uh, get so amazed on learning the mysteries behind life that is really beyond our imagination and even understanding. So in my coming videos, including this one, we'll try to explore and we'll get to know the details of things that happen to us as souls. All of us know what happens to us in this life. What is this life cycle about? Everyone knows. We are born as a baby, then we grow as adults, work, get married, take care of our children, then marry them, then we grow old. The whole cycle is like this only. So everyone knows this. Is there any mystery in this? I don't think so. Everyone knows this. And everyone has accepted this, more or less, that yeah, everyone does this. This is what life is. And nobody tries to get into the details of the reality of life. Nobody wants to know actually. Very rarely people are so interested that they want to know what actually is a life about and what actually determines the things that are happening to us. And this is a matter of reflection that very rarely people do. And I am doing this. I have done this for the past 1.5 hours, and this topic has really amazed me and made me so interested that I am going deeper and deeper day by day. As I study more, I get interested more, want to explore, know, and reform myself based on my studies and knowledge. I had known in our previous videos that as soon as we leave this body, we pass through a tunnel and we reach the spirit world. So till this we know. Now let us see what happens next. When the soul leaves the body, it is accompanied by, or it meets some of its relatives, friends, or close people whom the soul has known in either in this life or in its previous lives. Those souls come to uh, calm the soul that has just now left its physical body, and to make it understand and take it to the spirit world. So this can happen immediately after death or after some time. So now when we leave the body, those souls come to us, they accompany us, and then all of them pass through a tunnel that is very dark. And as soon as the souls leave the tunnel, they can see some bright light. They move into that world that is known as the spirit world. Now, those souls that accompany us, their job is to calm us, to make us understand about reality, that we are now, our physical body is now dead, and I, the soul, am in my spirit world, that is the real home. So they just accompany me, they they just make me comfortable. So when we reach there, and all this thing, all this coming, accompanying, everything is being orchestrated by the spiritual guide of each soul. That means each soul on earth has a spiritual guide, and that guide plans and coordinates these events. Now, one more thing I want to add here, that this meeting of friends, close friends, relatives, or known people happens with souls that are not so mature, that are young, because they have not lived so many past lives, so they don't really understand, accept the reality that they are dead and they have to go to the spirit world. What is the procedure? They are not so aware of that, and not so you can say adjusted to that. So just to calm them, make them understand, relax, make comfortable, this meeting of friends happens. And for those mature souls who have lived many past lives, they are mature enough, they have undergone the same process so many times that they know how and where they have to go. So as soon as they leave their body, they immediately move through the tunnel, and they are also pulled by some kind of force, and that is a kind of magnet in the form of a beam. If you are a technical person, you can think of an electromagnetic beam kind of thing that is having some rays frequency that matches to that soul. It connects with that soul, and the on the beam the soul gets carried, and through that pull it is pulled or attracted towards its destination. So the movement of that soul from this earth's plane to the spirit world, and the position, exact position in the spirit world, is very, very faster as compared to those souls who are not so mature. So now, a soul that has left its physical body has passed through the tunnel and finally reached the spirit world. Now, what happens there? This what is the kind of feeling they experience there? Now, they have two important reasons behind feeling calm, relaxed, and experiencing something really out of place. And the reasons are that at that place they get to understand that all these things that are happening either on the earth or in that world has a very organized and definite order. Everything is happening in a very organized way, in a very orderly way, as if someone has planned this is how things will happen. And as soul, every soul, the basic nature of or quality of a soul is knowledge. So as soon as we leave this physical body, as soul, I have complete knowledge of everything, of the beginning, middle, and end of this world. How this the whole life cycle works, how the events of our life works, what is the real nature of the people who were in my life. Sometimes it happens that as human beings we cannot understand people because we have our limitations. We cannot go inside someone's mind and understand. But as soul, if I'm out of that body, I can even understand, and I can even read his thoughts, what is going inside the person's mind. As soul, I can understand it. So that is the power of a soul. So as soon as the soul is out of the body, it has complete knowledge of everything. And when they reach to the spirit world, they know why they are dead, what were the things they had left behind. The spirit world is our real home. This was our real home. This is my real home, and this is what I had left, and I had gone to earth to do some tasks. I was given some of the tasks that I had to do on earth, and now that those tasks are completed, I am back to my real world. So that understanding is there. So that gives them a kind of relaxation and calm feeling. And second reason that they feel good in spirit world is that they feel so amazed and really comfortable to see those souls that they had thought that they will never meet again. Like normal people, human beings, when somebody is dead in our house or nearby, all of us think, we cry so much, we miss that person so much. All of us think that we are now never going to meet the same person again. But reality is different. We meet the same people in the spirit world. Of course, not in the same relationship, but as souls, because we are souls, our identity keeps changing, but as soul we have that connection that you are this and I am this. We really don't have a particular name in the spirit world, but we recognize that, oh, this is that soul that had played the role of my mother, father, friend, husband, a relative, colleague, classmate, etc. So we recognize the souls. So when we get to meet them in the spirit world, we feel so happy that, oh, we were wrong, that we are not going to meet again. We have met again in the spirit world, and we will meet again in our next lives also. Possibly if we have that karmic connection in between us, whether positive or negative, that depends on both of us, on our energy exchange. But we will meet in the next life and in a different relationship. So this fact also keeps them comfortable and gives them a good feeling and a state of calm, relaxed mind that, okay, now I have to see my journey till now and then see what is there in store for me next. So these are the kinds of feelings experienced by the souls when they reach the spirit world. Now, what happens is, as I told, that each soul has a spiritual guide. And for the young souls who are not so mature, the spiritual guide is initially behind the screen, you can say, who has orchestrated the meeting with friends who had brought us to the spirit world. So the spiritual guide is seeing all these things, meeting, feeling, adjusting from behind. And when our friends and good souls leave us to the spirit world, to the place where we should belong, they go to their place where they should belong, because each soul is different. Each soul has a record of good and bad karma, different record, and they have different past experiences. They are having different levels of maturity, you can say. as souls. So they belong to different places in the spirit world, and so they go to their place where they actually belong to. Their job is to just pick us up and drop us to our place and then go to their own place. That is the time when our spiritual guide comes into picture from behind. Now, let us try to understand how do souls communicate with each other, because we have to understand how the proceedings happen later on. So this is the basic that I need to tell you, that as souls communicate with each other through thoughts. As I told you, souls can catch our thoughts because they are free from their karmic bondages when they are out of the body, so they can easily catch our thoughts. And it is also said and written in our scriptures also, that when a person leaves the body immediately after death, so during the time the rituals are happening, so they are around us and they can catch our thoughts, what we are sending to them of pain, grief, guilt, whatever the case may be. So they can catch those thoughts and accordingly they can feel it also. Suppose if you're crying so much, you are in pain so much, so they will also feel sad and they also will be in pain. So it is said that you should give them good and pure thoughts so that they can move on to their journey in a positive way with relaxed mind, that they will be fine, they are fine, and I should now continue with my own journey. So the souls communicate with each other through thoughts. Now, how do we recognize our close ones or our friends? Because there is no body in the spirit world. So how do we recognize that this is our close one, this soul was my father, this soul was my mother, or my friend, or my colleague, etc.? So the souls take different forms, and suppose they can take different forms, like they can take the form of a male or a female, or they can show you a glimpse of the face they had when they were in the role of your particular relationship. So suppose if someone was your father in some life, so he may show you the glimpse. That image will not be very clear to you, but still maybe through eyes they can show you the eyes. So through eyes you can recognize, oh, these were the eyes of my father in some of my past life, or through some kind of images or some kind of appearance that you can understand. So as soul, when I reach there, I have all the knowledge of my past lives. So if someone appears to me in any form, I can somehow manage to understand that, oh, this is the soul that had played the relationship of my so and so. So through that they communicate. Now souls can also change forms. Suppose when they are accompanying you initially, they can take a different form, and later on when you are in the spirit world and you have to communicate something or tell something or take the role of something, so they can change their form again. So they keep on changing, because what is a soul? It is a form of light and energy. Energy can transform itself in different ways. So that's what happens. Now there is also one interesting thing that happens. How do souls express their feelings? Suppose you have met your very close friend in the spirit world, was very close to you in one of your lives. So you have met him or her in the spirit world, and as on earth we hug and hug each other and express our feelings, there also the souls express their feelings by hugging each other. The hugging is not the kind we have on earth, because we have bodies here, but there they whirl around each other. You can imagine a mass of energy, another mass of energy whirling around each other and very coming very close to each other. So you can feel that warmth between them, that they are cuddling or caring for each other, or they are expressing their love for each other. So this is how the souls communicate, express their feelings, and take care of each other. So I think I'll leave you here. In my next video, I'll go deeper into what happens after the initial interaction and what happens when our spiritual guide comes into picture, and what exactly is hisab kitab that all of us know about our karmic accounts, that somebody is there to take care of our hisab kitab, who is writing all our good and bad karma, and we are getting what we have done. So we'll explore more about it in my next videos. Stay tuned, keep yourself safe and healthy. Let us meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye.